In today's video, we're going to be opening up and having a look at this Mos Espa Encounter like playset kind of thing from the episode 1 toys back in 1999. Let's check it out. Before we get to the video though, I just want to say thank you to all the people that have reached out and sent messages and said, are you okay? Where have you been? Noticed that I was gone. I do suffer from a condition called AS, and I do go through bouts of extreme fatigue and extreme pain. It's called axial spondyloarthropy if you want the full term of it. Make it easy to say, right? But I do appreciate that people noticed I wasn't here, and I'm very thankful for that. And I'm okay, basically. So this is something I've been wanting for a while, mainly because it would look really cool on the shelf in the box, right? I'm slowly putting together an episode 1, like sealed mint on card collection. And this one I thought would look super cool out on the shelf. But the reason I'm opening it now, it was bought for me kindly by Laura for my birthday, but the comm chip inside has come loose. It's supposed to be in this little bit up here, like retained next to where it says comm chip, obviously. It's come loose. It's falling around in the box, and I want to get another one where it's not falling around in the box. So this one, I might as well open it up, right? So let's go down onto the table and take a look up close, get this out of the box and see what's inside. It's gonna be very basic, I think, but it's a cool little piece. Let's do it. So here we are up close with it, and as you can see, the box is a little bit, maybe a little bit dusty, but we'll get away with it, right? We're gonna open it anyway. It's been sitting around for a while, and I knew I was always gonna open it, so I haven't been too concerned about a little bit of dust. So looking at the box, you can see it's a little bit faded, but it's that classic episode 1 design. It has the Darth Maul face on it, which, as I've said before, most awesome looking bad guy in the history of movies ever. And it is supposed to come with a comm chip, which is now loose inside the box somewhere. You can see that on there, and I love the window and the way it's displayed as a sort of display piece while it's in the box. I don't know how much articulation or anything any of these figures have. I don't know if they're fixed position or what. They look like the Jar Jar looks like it's fixed. I've never seen one open before. If we take a look around the rest of the box, on one end you've got Mos Espa Encounter, Sebulba, Jar Jar Binks, Anakin, Skywalker. On the top you've got pretty much the same thing again. On the bottom you've got the same thing again, except this time it kind of shows you a picture of it in action. It's got some cool background pieces on there. I think it's the same background as you get inside, but it looks way better in the photo, right? And finally on the back of the box, which is less faded than the rest of it, you can see it's got an actual photo from the scene in the movie, and a sort of brief description of what happened during that scene, right? So while wandering with Anakin Skywalker through the maze of Mos Espa's outdoor marketplace, Jar Jar Binks spots a juicy chubba hanging temptingly from a vendor's cart. And obviously, yeah, Sebulba doesn't want him to have it, right? Then you can see a little bit of a description of the CommTalk feature and how it works. I need to get one of these CommTalk readers to go with some of these figures because I don't have one. And it'll be super fun if we can get one working and just be able to use it when we do these unboxings. And then finally, the coolest thing, which I always find super cool, is there's a old price label on there for £15. I don't know if that's how much it would have cost at release. It seems a lot for how long ago it was. 1999 this came out. Then underneath that you've got the Hasbro 20 Jedi Master Points proof of purchase. Now I can't remember what you could get with these, to be honest, but the old points reward systems were super cool. So there's the back to the front, and I'm going to carefully try and open this up because I don't know if this cardboard backdrop in there is sort of comes out with it, or whether it is going to be stuck in the box, or you would hope that you could display it out of the box with that background in it, right? So I'm going to try and get it out as carefully as I can, see what happens. Slicey slice. And this cardboard feels so old, I'm scared I'm going to break it. It's kind of stuck. Oh my god, maybe I'll try and open the other side first. It's proper stuck in there. I don't want to rip this box. Oh my god, that was scary. We really do care. Do you still care? Do you still care, Hasbro? You may have cared at one point, but do you still care? I wonder if that number still works. Anyway, let's try and slide this out and see if it comes out as one piece or what happens. I'm so scared of breaking it. Let's so awkward to get it out of there. Right, there we go. Is it, please just slide out. Slide, there we go. Slidey slide. And loads of little random bits of something in there. I don't know what that is. Anyway, out of the box, it looks better already because that box was really, really filthy. It seems like that. Well, first of all, let's take a quick look at that. We've got the comm chip there. And on the back, it actually explains the scene, alright? Confrontation with Sebulba in Mos Espa Market. Characters, Sebulba, Anakin, and Jar Jar Binks. So, I wish I could play it to you right now, but I can't because I don't have a comm chip reader. But it just has Sebulba on the front of it. It doesn't have any other characters, but the audio must contain all three of those, I would have thought. So, sad to say, this whole box, the background here is probably the best place you can see it there. It's difficult to see, but this backdrop is actually printed onto the actual box. So it's not like a separate scene piece. Maybe I could cut it out and use it separately as a backdrop, but it's not really designed to be used like that. I guess really all you get is the floor and the figures, right? So we'll quickly try and get them out of there. Twist ties. Now it should lift off easily, hopefully. It's never easy with these things, is it? I really don't want to break it. So, okay, so there's some like instructions in there as well. Oh, it's tied to the back. It's tied to the back. Now it should come loose. There we go. There we go. All right, we've got it. So there it is. There's more twist ties holding the characters to the stand, but we'll worry about that in a minute. Stay there. There's these intriguing instructions in here, which again, very difficult to show you. I'm going to cut it a little bit so that we can actually see that better, because according to the instructions, I don't actually need this bottom piece. So there you go, you can see it better there now, right? Have an adult cut along this line, which is the bottom line. Follow drawing to fold back around the score lines. Huh? Insert slots on side panels as shown and insert into base. So it does have like a slot at the back for the base to go into. The stupid thing about it is, no matter what you do, this is attached, stuck to the picture. So even if you do use it as a backdrop, you're never getting that bubble off without ruining it, right? So I think what it's telling me to do is to cut this piece. And cut this piece. And then fold it around backwards. Then there's a little line here to fold it along by the looks of it. Oh. Doesn't want to fold easy. Oh, okay, the bubble is actually not glued. The bubble is just, sweet. So the bubble is actually just stuck in with this little tab here, which hopefully we can remove okay. I'm sorry, this stuff's really hard to show on camera. And okay, there's a tab along the top as well, which is sellotaped on. Alright, try and cut around that, I guess. Maybe? Can we get the tab up? There we go, the tab's up. The bubble actually comes off. I thought it was glued on. So now, now I see. So we fold along this line too, hopefully. Alright. So this will actually look like a display. We fold that around there, and so you can use it out of the box without it being ruined. And you fold that along there, and then once you folded these bits over, this comes over like this, and these tabs assumedly go into there, and they're really hard to get in without really just bending them, go into there. You are then left with a backdrop with this horrible cardboard flap thing going on here, but that's how it's supposed to be. So the last thing we need to do is cut right along here, if we can. Just casually slicing up a 20-plus-year-old toy packaging box. That's fine. There we go. So now we have this, and then, in theory, if I can get these out of the way, right? In theory, this should slot into there. In theory. Doesn't. And once you slide it in, you have this really dodgy looking background with bits of cardboard and stuff flailing off it, but that is what it is. Anyway, let's try and get the toys off, and we'll take an up close look at those. Probably the most fun part, right? See how these compare to vintage collection figures nowadays. I wish I had like a... Is there even a vintage collection Jar Jar yet? Is that a thing? I don't think I've ever seen one before. Maybe it is. I don't know. Tell me in the comments. Is there a vintage collection Jar Jar? I could Google it, but if you comment, I don't have to. So let's try and so is he on a peg hole in there? Yeah. It's gonna be really awkward to get out. To think I complained about trying to get guns out of vintage collection packaging. This is something else on another level entirely, right? Jar Jar. If you come, buddy. Guessing there was no concerns with plastic packaging back in 1999. So the figures, the Sebulba, there is articulation, little bit of leg articulation, so there's like 5-point articulation basically, right? The head moves. The sculpt on this Sebulba head is actually really good. The colors feel a little bit off for me. I don't think he was that purple. Was he not more bluey color? But the paint apps with the little dots and everything, I'm impressed for such an old toy. I mean, it's basic as hell, right? Look at it, like it's super basic, but I'm telling you, I didn't expect it to be that good up close. So he has little grippy hands and stuff here. He just looks actually really cool. I'm surprised. And this is a separate piece with the little frog tuba thingy. It's really rubbery, actually, really floppy, but he can hold it in his hand like this. I say his hand, it's his foot, but you know, pretty cool. Tell me that's not cool. Tell me that is not cool. Then we have Anakin, which again, face sculpt, not so bad. Paint on the hair, some like highlights in it. I don't know if that's intentional. The paint on the hair looks really good. The eyes even look good. That's actually really good. Bit of a glossy face, but that's okay. And the cloak, you know, again, basic articulation. We've got some swivel at the waist. We've got really no leg movement at all. And the arms will raise up, but they're like stuck at the elbows, right? But we've got some head movement too. A little bit. But like the paint on there, like the weathering on the clothing, maybe you can see it a little bit better on the back, like this. It's got like this darker edge along the bottom. Color me impressed. I'm actually surprised. I'm not even joking. I'm surprised. Then finally, everybody's favorite Star Wars character, we have Jar Jar Binks. Look at him. So again, the head sculpt's not bad. Like, it's detailed enough. It's not quite as detailed as Sebulba with the little pieces and stuff on it, but it looks pretty good. This cool like tattoo kind of style pattern on him, which obviously is meant to be his like skin, where he's got like kind of like fish skin kind of stuff, right? But again, super detailed. I mean, there's weathering on the clothing again, which looks really good. Articulation again is limited. He's kind of stuck in this leaning back position. I guess you can lean him forwards too. And all the arms, there's no knee joints or elbow joints on any of these, but you do have waist swivel again, and you have some head swivel, but it's really restricted by his big flappy ear things, right? But as a standing piece that is not moving anywhere, they actually look really cool. I'm surprised. So we've got the scene back in place again now, and let's take a little look at how we can position them. So Sebulba's one peg hole is back here. He's kind of snatching away with his foot. It doesn't stay in there very well, to be honest. It looks like it's gonna fall. No, maybe it is staying there. And then Jar Jar's foot fits in here like this. And his front leg was here, right? Like he's trying to snatch the... I love it. I love it. And then Anakin is back here, kind of just like wondering what on earth is going on. He's looking up at Jar Jar, being like, what are you doing, dude? This guy looks scary, right? Well, no, Anakin was never scared of Sebulba, right? He wasn't. But yeah, he's kind of standing there, wondering what's going on. Maybe hand on his hip, sort of pose like that. And there we have it. Let's bring it a little bit closer. It's cool. What more can I say? It's cool, right? Look at that. Like, it's actually way more detailed, and the cardboard backdrop doesn't look as bad as you think it would, right? It looks okay. I don't know what more to say about it. I'm really happy I opened it, actually, to be honest. I thought I might regret it, but I knew I wanted to get another one anyway. So I'm pleased I did. I'm actually pleased I did. That is super cool, and I'm really happy with it. And thank you all for watching. I'm going to leave it there, people. If you want to watch another one of my videos, there'll be one up on the screen over there just right now. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, people. You're all awesome. I'll see you soon. I'm out of here. Peace.